welcome to the class of Editorial Decode, and in this class I will be decoding Reforms Need to Reach the Needy, written by C. Rangarajan. Now from examination point of view, this will help you in General Studies Mains Examination Paper 2. Plus this is very important for Public Administration and Political Science optional students. Now what is this editorial about? This editorial is about how the transition that has taken place in Indian polity, in Indian governance and in Indian administration after 1991 needs to cater to the poor strata, the destitute strata of the society. This editorial is also about the justification of how the reform process, how the growth has actually helped the poor to come out of the puddle of misery. Now in order to understand this editorial, we need to know about how the transition in the Indian economy, in the Indian administration and in the Indian polity has taken place. Now from 1947 onwards till the mid of 1980s, India was following a policy, India was following an approach, India was following an economic model in which the state was the primary leader. But this had created a lot of problems. The biggest problem of pursuing state-led model was a lack of innovation. It was a lack of efficiency. It was a lack of performance. Now, why there was a lack of performance, why there was a lack of efficiency, why there was no innovation in administration? The reason of this was the way the bureaucracy was working. Bureaucracy, it had laden itself under a wheel that is generally characterized as red. So there was a lot of red tapeism. There was a lot of procrastination, there was a lot of callousness on the part of bureaucracy, there was a lot of apathetic attitude of the bureaucracy which led to the inefficiency, and this had caused India its productivity, its growth. Now in order to create more growth, we had transited to something new, we had transformed to something new. We have rejuvenated to something new. We have got into a new attire. We had enveloped ourselves into something afresh. And what afresh that was? The afreshness that is generally characterized as a market-led growth, a market-led economic model, a market-led governance model. Now in this model, the state took a back step. Till 1980s, mid of 1980s, in the beginning of 1990s, state was performing a main role. Now the state, from its commanding and standing position, it took a back step. So this was a phase of the inclusion, the entry of the market forces in the Indian economy. And after this phase, according to C. Rangarajan, what we have seen is a growth rate of about 6.8%. And according to C. Rangarajan, what India had witnessed is a decline in the poverty. So the poverty has declined by, on an average, by 1.5% since the days of 1990s till the days of 2015 till today. But C. Rangarajan, he has failed to critically analyze this entire issue of market-led growth, state-led growth and the alleviation of the misery and the poverty. The editorial, the analysis that has been put forward by C. Rangarajan, it is a kind of a myopic and a partial analysis. Now this C. Rangarajan he is actually biased towards this capitalistic model. Now when you look at this entire economic structure of India, what you will find is that the levels of inequality have increased tremendously. There has been a phenomenal rise in the levels of inequality. the inequality has become really stark. So one cannot gloss over the benefits of market-led growth by just telling that we have achieved 1.5% of reduction per year in the poverty levels. Even if that is inexistent, still it is a quite minuscule share. Now what has happened after 1990s is that there has been a rise in the inequality. The chasm between the top and the bottom people have risen. And this is something that is creating a big fault line in India. This is something that has been polarized. Now capitalistic setup of economy, it has a big lacuna in itself. Now that lacuna is the polarization. Once the capitalistic forces have begun, most of the people, as per the theory, have the opportunity to rise in the ladder of the society. But once these forces have run up for around 10 to 15 years, 20 years, the polarization begin to set in. It becomes very difficult for the trickling down of the benefits. This is something that has been said by IMF. This is something that has also been accepted by WTO. This is something that has been accepted even by the capitalistic countries. And then again, this capitalistic model, this market-led growth, it has more of lacunas. It focuses only on efficiency aspect. It focuses only on performance aspect. It focuses only on economy aspect. And it focuses only on effectiveness aspect. Now these are the traits of the managements. But when it comes to the equity aspect, this market-led growth is actually silent. And here comes handy the recommendations of C. Rangarajan. According to him, what we need to do, we need to strengthen the state. We need to enrich the state. We need to make the state more firm, more proactive in dealing up with the challenges that the poor are facing. So state should be targeting the poverty, state should be targeting the poor health thing, state should be targeting the education system, state should be targeting the infrastructure. So there should be no rolling back, no more rolling back of the state. State needs to invest more and more in the social sector. So this was all for the editorial decode. You can subscribe to this channel. Name of the channel is EIS Mentors. You can contact me at 845940000 in case you're interested in buying the video classes on entire civil services preparation. And to avail the information of the classes that we are offering, please visit our websites eismentors.com and brainiki.com. And in case you have liked this video, do click on the like button, do share and comment on this video. And please do participate in the answer writing program. So this was all for the day.